coming, besties. Hold on. I'm coming. Gotta get my stuff. Gotta get my stuff, you know, my morning stuff. Oh, goodness. What's going on, besties? Wait. We gotta fix the angles. Okay. Put that down. Pull my duvet back because who's about to be slipping and sliding on these satin sheets the entire video? Not me. All right, lighting is good. It's giving what it's supposed to give. All right, so what's gonna be today's accessories during the video, because it's now 6 o'clock in the morning. I put my wig on. I did my skincare. I didn't pray yet, but I'm gonna pray. I got my jade roller, which fresh out the freezer. Okay. My protein bar, my chapstick, which is the best, Burt's Bees, and a little cranberry juice to keep the cookie hitting. But anyway, y'all, I know what y'all think that I forgot about y'all. It's just that after that game, and you know how Cowboys won and stuff, it feels so good. After the Cowboys won, and after my brother left, I cleaned my kitchen, and I showered, and I said, fuck it, and I went to sleep. But this is going to be my second, this feels so good, y'all. This is going to be my second story time. And this is just about, y'all voted on when I said my sis, in quotation marks, slept with my man. The ghetto. So, what happened was, let me bring y'all in because I need y'all to catch every word that I'm saying, because this story is wild as shit. And it's very much so ratchet and ghetto, and I'm not in disbelief because these bitches are trifling, but it's just giving cornfield city. Like, I cannot. All right, so where does this start? This starts when I just randomly up and moved to North Carolina after cosmetology school. Because I'm the type of bitch, I do that. Like, if I'm just tired of something, and if I just need a break, which, once again, if we ain't gonna go too deep on this channel, unless y'all vote for it. But, you know, my life has been challenging for your girl. And I have, you know, still been able to prevail, still been able to put myself through school 2 times, you know. So after I finished with Aveda, I was just over it. Like, I wasn't happy, and I decided to move to North Carolina, like, overnight. So I hit my friend up. Who was living in North Carolina. I was just like, look, remember how you said if I ever just wanted a break or a new start and I wanted to move to North Carolina, I'll take you up on that offer. And it was like, all right, bet. And it came and got me. And within a week, I had my own place. And life just began. One thing about North Carolina that sucks, though, is that down there, you need a car for everything. Like, the simplest trip is 15 minutes. I don't know what it is, but I was living in Greenville at the time, so. Come on, nuts. I'm gonna not eat because I'm gonna fuck this up. But I think that's like a little, it's giving ghetto. Cause I smack a little bit, I don't know why. Anyway. And I just bit my tongue, how beautiful. So let me focus. Boom. So whatever. In North Carolina, everything's all good, whatever. So me and the friend that came pick me up, obviously, you know, we was talking or whatever. We started dating, that didn't work out. We ended up fighting, like, physically, you know. So I moved out of there, moved into my new place. And then my ratchet ass started talking to my neighbor. You know, that got real toxic real soon. Luckily, I was only on a 6-month lease. And when I was living in that new place on 6 months lease, I started working at this warehouse. Like, it was a FEMA warehouse, actually. Because I think that's when all this shit started happening with Puerto Rico. And FEMA was hiring a lot of people, and they were paying, like, a shit ton of money. Because, you know, North Carolina's cheap as shit. When I say cheap as shit, that's what I mean. And they was paying people $20 an hour to pack boxes and send to Puerto Rico. I'm gonna do it. Fuck you talking about. And I can wear leggings. Boom. You know, even though they was getting mad because I'm just like, they were like the skinny girls wear leggings, but you know, somebody with a little, now you have an issue. Stop the cab. Stop. But whatever. So long story short, I met my best friend. I can say that bitch name because we still here. Hey girl. I met my best friend. And at that job, I met Nelson. That's my boo. And how can I describe Nelson? Nelson is my Aquarius twin flame. That's my girl. I love her so much. So much. Like, what she needs, she gets from me. What I need, I get from her. And distance, time, nothing will be able to change our connection, our love for each other. That's my bitch. That's my bitch. But that bitch a little bit too friendly. So, once again, notifications, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ignore it. So, okay. So me and her meet. We get real tight. Before you know, we move in together. All right, boom. So, you know, we having a good old hot girl time. You know, before hot girl was a hot girl, we was out here hot girl, and you hear me? Going to clubs and all that, whatever. You know, and then on top of that, we some cute big bitches. So I have always believed in being against the stigma, okay? I am the big girl that's going to change your life, point blank, motherfucker. You hear me? Don't deal with me because you ain't going to look at another female that measurements are below 48, 32, and 78. All natural. You ain't ever going to look at another female whose measurements are below that. Do you hear me? Because when you're done with this one, your life's gonna be changed. When you're done with this one, you'll never be the same. Let me stop. But I mean it. I mean it. Long story short, you know, me and us, everything is all good, all great. Like I said, the bitch a little too friendly. But that's my bitch. So she had this brother. She had this brother, and it's like the cougar in me was activated, bitch. Because at this time, I was like 22. He was like 18. And I don't know, you know, things just... He was legal, so what's the problem? But anyway... I don't want to, you know, I'm not really cool with him. And nowadays, he real life married, so I'm not even going to say his name. I'm going to say... So, she had this boy, Javon. This brother, Javon. You know, and... Javon, to me, was so fine. But I knew he was so toxic. But he was so fine. And I was like, yeah... For the moment, yeah, that's what it's given, yeah. So long story short, me and him start talking, me and him start humping, everything, whatever. And then before you know it, you know, we kind of like dating. But you know, in my head, I could never get around the fact that this dude is 4 years younger than me. Like, he's legal, but he's 4 years younger than me. I don't know why that always bothers me. I know people all the time who are 21 dating a 19-year-old or 23 dating a 20-year-old. But in my head, I be feeling like a whole, maybe because my trauma, I don't know. But I be feeling like a whole like perv, even though if they legal, I be like, urgh. But this purse was motivating my mind, and she was just like, bitch, he legal, so go and get that. And I was like, all right. And she was like, all right. And I was like, okay. And I was like, let's get it. She was like, let's get it. And I said, okay. Anyway, so yeah, me and him started dating or whatever. And my friendly ass best friend just loved befriending everybody, honey. And you know, she introduced me to another friend of hers. And I'm making this face because I'm not even going to hold you. When Drake came out with that song, No New Friends, that's how I am. And it's not because I'm a jealous type of bitch. It's because new bitches bring new issues. And if things are all copacetic and woo-doo-doo, why throw another bitch in the mix to where it could go from woo-doo-doo to wah-wah-wah? You get what I'm saying? And I am an empath, baby. I know a lot of people say that, but I really mean it. I don't know if it's my Cancer moon, but I'm very intuitive and I could read through people and I could foresee things. And I just knew that this girl being in the mix was not going to work out. I knew, well, you know, it was going to work out for my friend, but it wasn't going to work out for me because my friend, you know, she has a big heart. And me, I'm cutthroat and I'm just like, not with it. But, you know, whatever. So we're gonna call that girl Dove, because in my head, she a bird. So, you know, I'm talking to Javon. Javon is a Cancer male, honey. And long story short, he's a whore. So that didn't work out for too long. I think we was together for maybe like 3 months. And I was just like, okay, you want to be part of the community and I don't want to buy none of the property. So we got to part ways. I mean, we would, you know, occasionally bump uglies, but we was done. So, you know, Dove was around, you know, enjoying. We, you know, all doing the hot girl shit. We all had our niggas. We all, you know, was doing whatever, you know, and I started being cool with her. I.e., she started calling me sis. That's why I put sis in quotation marks. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta be careful with this whole sis and that's my bitch and whatever. When I say Nelson is my bitch, that's because that's my bitch. And I'm a genuine type of bitch. So when it comes from me, it makes sense. But when it comes from somebody like Dove, you gotta be like, I don't trust you. You gotta do that. You know, you gotta be able to decipher the different types of females that are in your group, because God knows they be snakes in the grass and they be weaving towards your shit and they be violating girl code, but whatever. So this is where it gets messy, because I think Dove like ignited the petty bitch in me, but it's okay. So long story short, me and Javon not talking. You know, Nestle's just sitting there being all neutral, how an Aquarius is and whatnot. And Dove was a Gemini woman. And I just felt as though that Dove had this thing where she just could not take, you know, a big bitch like being a center of attention, because she was smaller. You know, she had a nice little shape, but face was on Donkey Kong. Let me stop being shady, but she, in my opinion, she's not pretty. But Corey, I'm talking to myself because I have like 4 people in my head. But whatever, you know, it wasn't shit. Okay, how about this? She was all right. So, you know, and I just really think that she just could not take the fact that, you know, somebody that was over 200 pounds was pulling them. I really think, I don't know if it was because, oh, and then also she was very young. So mind you, I'm 22, 23-ish. Nalsa is like 25, 26. And Dove is sitting here, you know, 19 years old. So I don't know if it was the immaturity. I don't know if it was like she just couldn't take a pretty big bitch. I don't know what it was. But she was just so worrisome. And her actions was very messy. Like, for example, I told you I'm a little bisexual. Not a little, I'm very much so. But anyway. And like, for example, so Nelson had, why I need to stop saying her name like that? That's my Buddha. Okay, so Nessa had these godparents, and she wanted me to meet them because, you know, being the fact that I moved down there by myself, all my connections, all my friendships that I had prior, it like kind of fell through. Nessa was like my only sense of family, so she wanted to introduce me to her family, and I love her so much for that because she understands how my brain works. Oh, I miss her. I'm gonna go visit her. Not my boo. Anyway, okay. So she wanted to meet her godparents. Everything went good. You know, her godparents were some queens giving ballroom, and I loved it. And before you know it, they just accepted me into their arms. So I have a section of my family, and everything is cool. But the whole messy part is that Javon lived with the godparents. So it was always gonna be some mess. So, you know, if me and him wasn't bumping uglies, we was at odds. So it was giving goofy on both of our parts. I'm a grown-ass woman over here, you know, but that nice legal 18-year-old peen, it was just so good. I didn't know that man could do stuff like that. And I call him a man because he slung it like a man, not because he act like a man, because he was giving very much little boy. But anyway, so so long story short, I'm trying with the notifications, y'all. I promise I'm trying to ignore them. So long story short, so she introduced me to her godparents. Me and Javon broke up. Dove came in a circle. I noticed that Dove was a little weird. Like, for example, she would literally go after everybody that came after me. Like, for example, when we was over Nessa godparents' house, they had this stud that came up. I don't even like studs like that, but this stud was making my purse hot a little bit because she was a little fine. So I was just like, okay, cool. So me and her start talking, and you know, and I was just like, oh, I found out that she's a Sagittarius, and I was like, and she was in whole tea, she was married, but trying to talk to me. It was a whole bunch of my shit, and I did not want to be involved. But Dove lived for the drama. Don't you know that meme? I'm a messy bitch that lives for drama. That is Dove. That is Dove. That is fucking Dove, like through and through. So right after I stopped talking to old shorty, here come Dove. Dancing on shorty, getting shorty number, texting, whatever. I'm like, oh my God, stop being seconds, but okay. You know, first time, it could be a coincidence, but because, you know, I don't be paying attention to nobody like that, but I was just like, I peeped that. So time goes on, and, you know, I start working a lot. You know, Nessa's still working, but we're on totally different schedules, and Dove is at our house like every weekend. Like, she don't have her own home, but whatever. That's my friend's friend, so cool. And in my head, like, I kept giving this girl a chance because I'm over here making sure that I'm not being a hating ass bitch. Because, you know, sometimes when things be going on in your head, you just be hoping that that's not just your brain playing tricks on you. And I was just over here like, okay, am I being a hating ass bitch, or am I really peeping what I'm peeping? Turns out I was really peeping what the fuck I was peeping. So long story short, before you know it, Dove starts sneaking around with Javon. Mind you, I really don't care, but it's just everybody, like, before you even knew about Javon, everybody that showed interest in me, that, you know, I dwindled off of, you right behind like a dog with a bone. So it was not that I cared about Javon. It was just more so that I was very much so irritated, because I'm just like, why are you following my footsteps when I'm not trying to mentor you? I don't even like you, so why are you here? But it was given that. And I was just also making sure in the back of my head that, you know, because I'm older, that I'm not just being mean to this young girl that needs guidance, but I really want to give her guidance, because who gives a fuck about her? But in my head, I'm like, Corey, be nice. But the other one's like, Corey, leave this bitch alone. The other one's like, Corey, be nice, because you was in that place before, but I was never, even though when I was young, I was never that much of a messy bitch. I didn't care that much. I wasn't thirsty for niggas like that. But you know, everybody has a different way of life. I'm sorry, I had a little moment, but I'm over here just trying to, you know, it still kind of bothers me to this day. Like, why do I go this type of stuff? But so long story short, Dove starts sneaking around with Javon, and a whole relationship with Javon. But mind you, Dove got a whole nigga. Dove's whole nigga is Nessa's cousin that she had been with for years. But yet, you got a boyfriend that you've been with for years, but you over here trying to sniff the same peen that I was sniffing. Take me out. Jesus, take the wheel. So not only are you messy, you a slow hoe. Because there's nothing wrong with being a hoe, but you a slow one. To where you are not even covering your tracks. You just out here being real blatant. And Greenville was not that goddamn big. Mind you, her boyfriend lived in like a town 20 minutes, like 20, 25 minutes out. But word still travels. People have vehicles. I said you need a car for everything in North Carolina. So what makes you think somebody's not going to get in their car in a small ass town and go tell somebody else because they're just bored with life? Because you have nothing to do in North Carolina aside from go to the same 3 clubs and sit on your porch. But whatever. So she got her nigga over here, her actual nigga, and then she got like Javon over there, and they doing whatever they doing. I found out about it, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's expected. you know. But this is where it really started to bother me, right? Because mind you, I am the type of person that peeps stuff, but I won't necessarily say nothing about it because I'm going to see how you go about it. I'm gonna see if you really try to play me as if, hold on y'all, I gotta adjust myself. Cause I don't know why my bed loves to sink so bad. Yeah, I be trying to give you chances to see if you really trying. Cause my temperament, the way I'm set up, I really like to act like I don't know what the fuck is going on. Cause I really want to see how people gonna move, so I know how to address you and I know how to move around you. You know, cause I am what I like to call myself a non-confrontational. Like I am a non-confrontational confrontation type of bitch. Like I do not start shit, but I will finish it. So I have to watch everything that you do to see how I gotta move with you. Like, so for example, if you come for, like, if you ever think you got one up on me, second guess that. Because 9 out of 10, I'm 15 steps ahead of you because I already peeped what you was doing. Therefore, I already foreshadowed your actions. Therefore, I'm ready for your ass. So if anybody out there ever thinks that they got one up on me, already know, reevaluate your plan. So yeah, she got all this thing going on, and then she got this whole other nigga, right? So, you know, when I say she developed, you know, she activated the petty bitch in me, I said, oh, let the games begin. Let them begin. So what bothered me a little bit, you know, me and Nelson had gotten into a little tiff because her being the neutral person that she is, and she knows that I really didn't care about her brother anymore. She decided not to say nothing to me. And we, you know, had a little tiff about that because at the end of the day, I'm like, bitch, your loyalty is to me. I don't know if I have to tell you this. And, you know, it took us, it was our friendship was weird for a little while, and we ended up having to separate, and we ended up not talking, and we were able to get back, you know, because once a person on both ends, because, you know, stuff that I did that was not appropriate, not in no sense like that, but in regards to emotionally ignoring my friend, that's never okay in a friendship. So once people are able to realize what they do wrong, they can come back together and fix it if it's worth fixing. But, you know, we're gonna rewind back to the messy story. So, you know, I was weird with my friend because she decided not to tell me. And another thing that really pissed me off before I moved out of the house is we were all getting ready to go to the club. And me and Nessa had this townhouse. It was a 2-bedroom townhouse. And our bedrooms was right beside each other. And our bathroom was, like, our full bathroom was upstairs in the hallway. So Dove wanted to do everything that me and Nessa did. Like, for example, one thing that me and Nessa did, you know, some people say it's gay. We think it's convenient. Like, me and Nessa would, like, shower together. Like, if we was getting ready for the club, you know, I'd be in there, you know, while she was doing her hair, whatever. She would pin her hair up and be like, okay, just leave the water on when I'm coming in. You can come out and you can start your makeup. And we would just, like, swap type shit. Before you know it, here go Dove. Nobody wants to shower with me. It's 3 of us, bitch. And if 2 of us is if 2 of us are doing a shower swap, you're going to be the odd person out. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever. So this particular night, I had gotten a shower prior to, so because I take a little longer my makeup this night when I was doing full beat for the club. So, you know, I'm doing my makeup and whatnot. Her and that's in the bathroom. And I hear, as I'm walking past the bathroom, I hear her say, don't tell Corey, like, you know, it was a whole thing. And I was just like, instance number 4 to where I know that you're trying to play with me. So I said, okay, cool. And mind you, this girl is calling me sis, I love you, oh my goodness, all that. But you really plotting on everything that I got going on. That's very much so weird. That's very much so devious. That's very much so unnecessary, because I'm the type of bitch, like, especially if I'm not taking a nigga serious, baby, we could treat this man as community. We're going to use protection because I don't trust what you got going on in between your brown gates. But, you know, I will literally volunteer a nigga off my roster. You know, if you in a drought or whatever, I'd be like, oh, take one of mine. You know, I really like them that way anyway. Because, you know, I'm not a PIMP. But let's just say it's given very much so. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. I said it's given very much so that. You know, so it's nothing for me. But she did All of that for what? But you still smiling in my face, baby girl. For what? And little do you know, I'm smiling, but behind my smile, baby, I got one for you. So just to give a little insight, you know, she ended up, because don't you know how when they say that when somebody is pressed to have what you have, but they don't realize the problems that come with that package? So long story short, she over here with a boyfriend of 4 years. She over here crying over Javon because I told you Javon was a whole slore. So she decided to just stick on. So this girl got 2 boyfriends, but yet she fucking this other nigga, this other blood nigga from the club that she was so in love with. So it's just a whole 3-ring circus, 4-ring circus. Everybody's a clown. It was a mess. But you know, just because I wanted to, I said, okay, well, I'm a little bored. So what I'm going to do is, being the fact that you could have just asked me for one of my niggas, I could have put you on with one of my niggas' friends. You know, just because you try to play with me, I'm going to take the one that you like the most. And at that time, it was the blood nigga. So we was in the club the same night that she was there, and he was looking good, and I intentionally bumped into him in the club, gave him that look. Before you know it, had his number. Before you know it, he was eating my coochie on video, and I still have it. But it's just given, don't play with me, because I will hurt your feelings. I promise you, I don't have any. I may cry, but that's because I'm on like the verge of a murder, not because I'm sad. But you know, but we're growing, we're progressing in life. I just turned 27, so we're not doing this petty shit no more. But you know, this was the story time of when the girl that was calling me sisters with my face, that was trying to be in the crew, slept with my man against girl code. He wasn't really my man, but I was only done with him for a week before you over here trying to slide your coochie across his sideburns like a poisonous snail because your pH balance is thrown off. The drama. But whatever, y'all. That's I am a anime character. Like animated, not anime, because I'm not none of the Asian influence. I'm an animated character, y'all. But it's early as hell in the morning. I got my cranberry juice. I'm about to kill this granola bar. But y'all, it's your girl Kay. And make sure y'all come back for another story time because it gets better. All these events are true. I'm sorry, y'all. My life has been very ghetto. But guess what? I'm a good time. It's your girl Kay and I am out. Bye.